my phone, I'm on airplane mode, I'm still on 2%. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
Man, let me call you back. I'm doing something important, trying to get these racks. New day, new flight that I'm boarding. All of my important. I seen you call, I ignored it. I got 10 toes on the pavement, but my mind is in orbit. Gorgeous.
I say a prayer to bless mine. This ain't a quiz, don't test mine. I ain't in wheels, but I get. You ain't a mentor, you get by. Yeah, I ain't off for nothing, you know I'ma get it. Yeah, I ain't off for nothing, you know that I'm winning.
Hey, I got the it's in like opera, I make it swoon. They know my name when I swear the lanes, they still ask who that is. She at the house party, hope she don't play the kid. Can't hit my phone, I'm on airplane mode, I'm still on 2%. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
In my light, yeah. 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 in my light, yeah. 난 얼마나 더 많이 더 일을 해, yeah. 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를. 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 번을 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party. 난 다 밀어서 오랜만에 we mobbing. 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기. 내 새로운 노래가 rockin' on the speaker. 사진 찍고 싶어. Yeah, just take a picture. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feeling all this. Yeah, 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 yeah. 남기지 말고 오늘 밤을 넌 아끼지 마. 너가 데려온 친구들 전부 세워놓고 그 음악 볼륨을 키워도 천장을 뚫어버릴 정도로 술잔을 들어 in the air. 음악을 크게 틀어 in the air. Tonight we ain't got limit baby. 내일 내가 살아있을지도 if it yeah if it yeah yeah 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 if it
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. Coming right up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Roman the paint. And for Dallas, at the guard position, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Inside form, it'll be Finney-Smith and McGee. And it's Bullock in at the 3 slot. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild, to their credit. They want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Right side, Irving. Outside for Curry. Back to Irving. Stolen by Bullock. to the wing on the left. Here's the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
Yeah, there's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
You know, Ben Simmons so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Now Durant. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. KD's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Now here is Hardaway. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Toronto. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Nets. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You can call him an underrated defender.
And they pick up 2.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Sinks the triple.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Here's Irving. McGee with the block. Outside for Simmons. What a terrific move that was.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by KD. Good work there as it goes. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving against Doncic. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Green's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Hardaway. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. O'Neal's checked in for Simmons. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Curry. And it's Mills in for Irving. With it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Warren. Crafty move. And it's laid up and in by Harris.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Doncic with a screen on Harris. Here's Dinwiddie, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They set the pick. Pass to Claxton. Plays it up and banks it in.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Doncic. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Green passes to Pop. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Powell's got 5 now.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
Going inside. Passes it to O'Neal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Claxton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Here's Dinwiddie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's a tie game in Dallas. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the small forward. Dinwiddie dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Irving up top. He had 25 points in the win against Charlotte. Durant, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year team, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
The Mavericks leading. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Simmons. And no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Thomas. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Edmund Sumner.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
A shot's good from Irving.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or shorter.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he also played really well in that win against the Raptors. The shot's good from the D.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Hardaway. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Mavericks making a switch here. Green's checked in. The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Simmons. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
And the Nets making a change here. O'Neal's checked in for Ben Simmons. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. That's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. And there's the pass to Green. Back to Doncic. All alone. It's hauled in by Warren. Nets trail by 7. In the corner, it's Harris. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Great D that time from Powell. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And the shot by Warren, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Up top, Bullock. Covered by Mills. The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
He gets that one. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Speedy drive by Doncic, that doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
Playing on the road is definitely more of a challenge, but you know that coming in.
And now, let's take a glance ahead. Thank you for being with us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Inside form, it'll be Finney-Smith and McGee. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. McGee sets the pick for Hardaway. Takes the 13-footer. McGee's shot is off. Nets trail by 5. Durant kicks to Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Curry against Hardaway. Pass to Bullock. Feeds to McGee. Stolen by Durant. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin. All I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. Passes it to Bullock. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Pass to KD. Here's Claxton. And he lays it straight in. He has 6.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside Hardaway. To the inside. McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Nets trail by 3. And here is Irving. A shake. And it's good on the layup. Irving's got his second basket.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And Spencer Dinwiddie has always been a great scorer, being used off the bench more and more. He has a great game to be a 6th man.
With Dinwiddie off the bench, he will always provide offense and ball handling.
A great point, Kevin. He can set up others, but usually looks for his own shot. Could be streaky at times with it, but when he gets it going, he can win you a game by himself.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Mavericks leading by 3. Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Now the pass to Kleber. Off target from 3-point range. Nets trail by 3. Timeout called the Nets.
And like so many stars from afar, Maxi Kleber won his share of awards back home.
Yeah, found a lot of success playing in Germany. NBA scouts watch foreign leagues very closely to find guys just like Maxi.
The Nets making a switch here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Kevin Durant comes in for Warren. Curry's checked in for Thomas. And Irving subbed in for Edmund Sumner. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Kleber. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Dinwiddie kicks to Kleber. No good on the 3. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Durant up top, guarded by Green. To the paint, here's Claxton. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They get to take on the Magic in Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Green, no luck. Nets trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. 44 seconds left to play in the third. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Simmons inside. He's got 8. Can't cash in from close range.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Dinwiddie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Nets as they end. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Shutting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris, T.J. Warren out there with O'Neal. Then it's Thomas, and it's Sumner in at the point. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Dinwiddie against Durant. Now Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell, and it's blocked. KD looking around. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy. You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Timeout called, the Nets. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Durant, the pass to Irving. Back to KD. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. KD against Hardaway. McGee is screen on Durant. And the slam dunk by McGee.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Simmons against Hardaway. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
The Mavericks trailing. Hardaway with it. Here's Doncic. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
Here's Finney-Smith. On the wing, Hardaway. Clock at 6. McGee is screen on Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Unflappable under pressure. You see why they give it to Hardaway Jr. Because he knows how to rise to the occasion.
Simmons against Hardaway. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
Doncic against Irving. Here's Finney-Smith, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And Brooklyn making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
He's a veteran player now, so Finney-Smith, I don't think, feels any pressure in these moments.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. Good on the 13-footer.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 4. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And Simmons, he's checked in for the Nets. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Irving attacking. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Dallas. Red team ball. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Simmons passes to KD. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark Keller.